Thank you, Stephanie. Our superintendent sit-down continues today, and Alan Faulk, superintendent of Columbus County Schools, is with us this morning. So good to have you here with us, Alan. One of the big issues in your county is consolidating school districts. The county is in for it, as I understand it, but Whiteville City Schools, not so much. What would consolidation accomplish, or how would it benefit the county?
Our county is a very large county, third in the state, the third largest county in the state. And we're just pressed with budget issues, and we're thinking that maybe if we only had the one system that could help us more with budget-wise.
And I guess the other question for a lot of newcomers would be, why does a rural county like Columbus need to have two separate districts?
It's been my understanding that the city formed their district back in the 40s, maybe around 1945, and since that time there's been the two districts in Columbus County.
Do you see any type of timeline going forward as far as trying to move in that direction, or do you think they're going to stay separate entities for now?
The county commissioners and representatives from the Whiteville Board and Columbus County Board are actually having ad hoc meetings at this time. So I think that it's moving. I'm not saying that it's that they will consolidate, but the discussion will continue.
We also asked our viewers if they had any questions. One of our viewers wrote in and said, why does Columbus County Career and College Academy have to ride other district school buses? We have our own buses, but are sent to other schools to ride their buses home. Why isn't a budget set aside to allow us to have our own separate routes? Any thoughts for that viewer's concern?
Columbus Career and College Academy was formed back in 2011. And it was formed based on a grant through the Golden Leaf. That grant does not provide for transportation, but we've been able to provide the transportation through contingency funds set aside by the state. As I said earlier, that school serves all of the students. It's open to all of the students in Columbus County, and that's about a 954 square mile county, so it's pretty large. And in order to offer the transportation, we have to work with the traditional high schools and let them meet up and then ride on over to the Fair Bluff and Southeastern campus.
Now let's talk a little bit about the tax base, because as we're talking to our superintendents over the last week, if you don't have a strong tax base, it's not going to help you out when you want to build a new school. I understand you've got 18 schools now in Columbus County and about 5,800 students. You're trying to do a lot with a small amount, right?
We are, and actually our county commissioners are helping, stepping in, and hopefully we will be able to build 2 new schools the next couple of years to consolidate some of the older facilities and some of the smaller schools and bring them together, and hopefully go from 18 maybe down to around 15 to start with, and hopefully after that maybe could even consolidate more to of the schools. It's just that Columbus County is such a large county, the distance that kids have to travel, sometimes present a problem.
Real quickly, earlier this week, the teachers' rally was major headlines in Raleigh as thousands of teachers from across the state went to Raleigh to rally for more pay and for more resources for their classrooms. What's your sense of teachers in Columbus County and their feelings about what they need?
We had around 20-some students that went to Raleigh, so it didn't really didn't interfere with our day at school, other than the teachers not being there. But we support our teachers. I think it was an opportunity for them, and also I think it's an opportunity for our legislators to come into our schools and actually speak with our teachers and get their feelings, get the true see the day-to-day activities that our teachers have to go through.
Once again, we have with us Alan Faulk, who is the superintendent of Columbus County Schools. Understand it was an hour drive for you this morning. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing a little bit about your school system with us.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. And stay with us. We'll be right back.